What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more hard trance. And we're going to listen to a tune from 2002, and although, that's in the same ballpark as the late 90s, you can definitely hear this is a bit of a different beast than vintage 90s hard trance. So, ultimately this is a tune called Good God, originally by JFK, about which I know next to nothing. The remix we're going to listen to is by the Warp Brothers, and I don't know too much about them, but what I do know is they made that track Fat Bass, which is sort of like a hard house, hard trance homage to Pump Panel's Confusion. And Pump Panel's Confusion, many people will think of it as the track from Blade, the one in the opening rave scene, or the weird blood rave scene. But yeah, the Warp Brothers Fat Bass is essentially an homage to that tune. I've heard mixed opinions about it. Some people feel like maybe they shouldn't even have done it. I think it's a decent track. I do think I prefer the original Confusion, but either way, I don't know too much about the Warp Brothers other than that pretty famous homage track. In any case, this is on the Y2K label. I believe I first heard this track in a mix by Lisa Lashes and was able to quickly figure out what it was and get my hands on a copy. And yeah, this is, again, it's different than mid or even late 90s trance, but it's epic, it's hard, it has an intensity throughout, even in the melodic section. So yeah, it's just an epic tune. Let's listen. This is JFK. The track is Good God, and it's the Warp Brothers remix. And shout out to Karsten, who commented on a mix I did a while back called Burnout with this track in it. That zipping sound will play a prominent role throughout at the measure changes and the reverse bass. Like some hostile AI system has become aware of our presence. But we continue on toward the confrontation. I don't know if you can hear it, but the low end bass is now rolling. It's like there's a rolling electricity in it. Just feels very future scenes in the Terminator franchise. That kick. It's like, alright, there's like a virus in the system, it's lurking, it's ominous, there's that drone-ish haze. But now, we go somewhere else. First time I heard this, it was like one of those, what? Sort of moments. It's towering, monumental. How for many years I didn't pay the ride cymbal much attention. Now I can't not hear it when it comes in. You can just ride it out. This could just be the end, and I'd still be like, dude, I have to get that record. Year-old version of me would say it that way. So it's like, alright, it's going to come back. It's going to have that same melodic run. Yes, but with a catch. Just the coda. This at a party and forget that you heard it. There are tunes that might slip away. You don't forget hearing this thing. It's hard to see how you can use this tune early in your set. I suppose, you might not use it as a closer because it has this kind of de-escalating outro. It'd be a bit of a but surely you can't use this first in your set. Where do you go energy-wise after that? So yeah, I do feel like this is a near the end of your set sort of track, but just epic, like I said, a massive, a huge, towering hard trance track that's very serious. Again, it sounds like cybernetic warfare. It just sounds very intense and dire and fantastic. So Yeah, shout out to the Warp Brothers. Again, I don't know much of their work outside that fat bass tune, but I do think they have some other releases. At the very least, I think they have a couple collabs. Excuse me. But yeah, ultimately, this is one that when I heard it again, I think an Elisa Lash's mix, it was like, oh my god, I gotta track that down. And by that point, I was already, I think, using like bangingtunes.com and hard to find records and so on. Some of the like pre-Discogs websites I was using to try to find records at the turn of the millennium. And yeah, ultimately was able to get hold of it pretty quickly, and yeah, I've used it many times. You can hear the last like minute and a half or so, there were a few pops and sort of surface noise scratches. So inevitably, that's what happens. Your records acquire some mileage over time, but still a monumental track, and I think the copy's still good enough to use. So in any case, let me know what you think of this one. I will see you next time. Peace.